A 47-year male was diagnosed to have proliferative diabetic retinopathy with a tabletop tractional retinal detachment. His best corrected visual acuity was perception of light with accurate projection of rays. He was advised to undergo vitrectomy under a very poor prognosis. 25-gauge, 4-port pars plana vitrectomy was done and a chandelier light was placed in infero-nasal quadrant. After removing the core vitreous, the membrane peeling was done bimanually. Edge of membrane was lifted using an ILM peeling forceps and a plane of dissection was created using vitrectomy cutter. The beveled edge of current cutters give an additional advantage while doing blunt dissection of pre-retinal membranes. The peripheral posterior hyaloid needs to be separated from the retina in order to free the membrane edge. It can be done easily using the vitrectomy cutter. Once the edge is free, it can be trimmed using the roll-back dissection technique. It is easier to dissect around the vascular AP centers rather than going through them. The membrane needs to be trimmed repeatedly. This helps to grasp the membrane near its edge easily. Small size of 25 or 27 gauge cutters make it easier to insert them in small spaces and also between the membrane and the retina. Note how the beveled edge of present cutters help in blunt dissection of membranes. Openings in the membrane need to be found and small cuts are made into the membrane. Once this is done, the membrane is penetrated further by advancing the cutter between the membrane and the retina. The membrane is then cut while withdrawing the cutter. One needs to be extra careful while dissecting the last fragments of the membrane. The retina is now comparatively free and mobile. This increases the risk for iatrogenic breaks. The stump is removed from the optic disc in the last. Triamcinolone is used to identify and remove any hidden residual membranes. Vitrectomy is then completed and vitreous base shaving is done. ILM peeling was done using brilliant blue dye. Though there was no break, but fluid air exchange was done followed by 20% SF6 gas tamponade. Prone positioning is given post-operatively. This helps in mechanical displacement of subretinal fluid in macular area and flattens the retina faster. 2 weeks post-operative the retina was attached and visual acuity had improved to counting fingers at 2 meters. OCT showed complete absence of subretinal fluid in the macular area.